5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm back here. We're gonna do another tutorial. I got a brand new sketchbook. It's a Denic, or Denic, I can't remember how you say it. I got it for Christmas last year or the year before. So it's been kind of sitting there, so it's brand new. I'm gonna use this one for like cartooning and YouTubing stuff. Definitely gonna have fun with this one. I'm gonna do a lot of tutorials on this one. And yeah, so just grab your pen, your pencil, whatever you're gonna use, and we can start. Cool, got my pen, got mine's on green, just so it can follow along, be easier for me to color later. Sometimes I like to do that, I like using different colors. So we're gonna start off with these simple shapes. We're gonna start off with a circle for the head. Actually, let's make it a little bit lower. Circle for the head, and I'm gonna make it bigger, and then later on I'll kind of add some more of my own styles. His face is kind of like a heart shape, or his like cheeks and stuff like that. Kind of like a little heart shape. And notice how I'm just keeping it real loose. I'm not trying to make it permanent or anything. That's how I like to go about my sketches. The hat, his Santa hat, is kind of got like a little halo ring right here. So I kind of think of that and sketch over. And then I round it off at the top. And then the hat itself, the top, is a cone. So we're gonna use a cone shape to kind of build that out. So remember, it's connected to this bottom here. And then to fill out the rest of the hat, it kind of curves in. You can have it curve in, or you can have it kind of curve out and let it hang. I'm gonna have mine curving in like this, and then have the cotton ball right here. So this is how we build up our shapes. And see how it's super light, keeps it real easy, and get you a better feel for the sketch. I'm also gonna do the neck right here. It's a cylinder for the neck, and we're gonna fill out his collar. It's kind of like almost like a ring as well, but this one's more triangular. But think about the same thing as a halo. Same thing here. You could turn it into a circle, start off with a circle, and then kind of cut into the shape. The body's like a bean shape. I'm gonna make it a little bit more funkier. I'm gonna kind of round that off like that. So I'm gonna start with the back end. The back side is gonna be more angular, and then the front side is gonna be round. So it's like a curve on straight. You see how it starts to come together like that already. This is the chest, and then this is his belly right here. His belly kind of sticks out a lot. His arms are gonna be up here. So I'm gonna kind of get his arms, have them stick out, curve on straight, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. This is the curve right here, and this is the straight. His palms coming out are kind of hinged on his body, like they're hooked onto his body, like he's just kind of sitting there like, what you gonna do about it? And I'm gonna create the palms right here on the inside. So that's like the fat, the meat that's on there. His fingers, just this little, almost like a half circle. You see that? 2 half circles. In reality, our fingers have 3 segments. But in the cartooning, you still could do the same thing. I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier because you don't really see it. His fingers kind of bent. Sometimes in cartoons, create like little differences like that. In this one, you won't be able to see the other fingers. And then I'm gonna create that ring on the bottom. This is where his the cotton ball, like on his Santa suit, is on. And we're gonna create his other arm up here. We're gonna go out. And you can match it. You can kind of level it to that one. Something like that, and then bring the arm in. So that's the straight, the curves go on the inside. So I'm gonna curve this on the inside like that, and then back over here. Same thing for the palm. We're gonna create the palm, the meat, and then the fingers, and it's gonna be the same set. I'm gonna just create like 2 little half circles like that. You see that? They're almost like lemon wedges, lemon wedges. And same thing for the bottom finger. And this one you can like move it out a little bit more so you can see it, and it'll cover it. And that's all you need. You don't need too much. Since this is pressed up against the body, we're gonna kind of create like a little overlap on the arm. And then he also has little tufts of the snow or cotton balls on his arms, like little rings of it. So I'm gonna kind of create that loosely like that. Okay, so now we have our base. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start defining everything. So I'm gonna have my nose, my eyes are gonna go up here. So I'm gonna create the 2 eyeballs, one circle and one here. And they're kind of close together, so you can make them a little closer. His nose is almost like a little triangle. So I'm gonna create a triangle, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the nostrils. It's gonna go 1, and in the middle, you're gonna dip down. That's like the septum part of your nose, the part that connects to your mouth almost. And then it curves back up. See that? His eyebrows are kind of going in because he's got that sinister look, like he's mad or he's gonna do something. We're gonna have that go in like that. And see how the lines that I have ahead of time kind of help indicate and push things? This is his mouth here. His mouth kind of comes down to almost like a little point. So I'm gonna use this line here to kind of show where it stops. And then I'm gonna curve out and curve up. See that? And his mouth's going up into his cheek. See? Same thing for this side. It's going curving up, stop, and it'll kind of slightly curve up, almost like squaring out in a sense, like this. See? And then because this is pushing up, that means his eye is gonna get kind of curved into that. The cheek is gonna get curved into his eye, like the meat. Usually when you smile, the meat, the fat tissue right here that you have is gonna curve into your eyes. And you'll notice that as you smile, you'll see it in other people as well. And it kind of helps with cartooning. So I'm thinking out his eyebrows just a little bit. Just kind of fan them out like that. There's different ways you can tackle eyebrows. This is one way I'm gonna do it. His are more like fur, so I'm gonna do it that way. All right, so now let's get his cheeks in here. And I'm gonna kind of create some little tufts of hair and then kind of smooth that out towards the end. And you see how it's following the bottom? Those lines that we put there before help push those ideas. And we're starting to get the Grinch already without even trying too much. So now I'm gonna curve, go to the hat, and then imagine those little tufts of cotton kind of being there. So we're gonna use that, these lines that we created here, for our guide. So they're kind of close to his eyes, so I'm gonna kind of use that as a building block. This part you can keep it loose, it doesn't have to be perfect. Some can be small, some can be big. Just kind of vary the shape, okay? And then you can do the same thing on here, up here. So now I'm gonna darken up my line. I'm gonna follow that shape up here. And then this kind of curves out that way, and you're gonna follow that shape back inside. This is kind of curving out this way. There would be a shadow here, so I'm gonna block that in. And then we're gonna curve, put some little puffs on here. So it's just like little cuffs, little tufts. You don't have to do nothing too crazy to give it the detail that you need. So now we're gonna go to its neck. Remember that shape we created here? It's almost like a little triangle or a heart. I'm gonna block in his neck, and then I'm gonna create those tufts that follow along. Same thing for the outside part. Just keep it loose. See that? You don't have to go crazy with the detail. Sometimes simple is best. Simple, you show a little bit, you get a lot out of it. Same thing for the insides. We're gonna curve. This is like the extra meat skin that's like here. Kind of curves. And then this is going to be the curve for where our arm overlaps. The forearm will overlap. This will come in. See that? Same thing for this side. I'm going to start here. Create my elbow. Then on the inside, I'm going to follow along that shape. The arm is going to overlap. It's going to meet up right down here. For the hands, same thing. You're going to overlap these shapes. Fingers, and then this is gonna kind of go over as well since it's pressing against the skin and the body. I'm gonna darken this line up, and this is gonna go like that. See? Same thing here. Now we're gonna press these, darken these lines up, okay? And you could keep them at different sizes. They don't have to be perfect. You just want them to kind of show that they're there. And you could go even crazier, adding more details. You can like put his like almost showing like his chest right here and things like that. That's the more practice, the more time you can put into it, more details you can add to your drawing. I'm gonna go back to the eyes, and I'm gonna create his like pupils. His pupils are pretty close, so I'm gonna keep them like right here, one there, and it's gonna be red, and one here. Okay, so you see, once you kind of put those shapes, let's break down these shapes on the side. The hat is like a cone shape, and you'll see how things are. This is basically how all drawings are made. This is another cone shape here. See, there's the ball for the cotton puffs, the halo that goes around that hat, his head, the top of his head is here, his cheeks and jaws are right here, which is that heart shape, and I'm even going to cut through the shape so you can see it. The cone for the neck, that other triangle shape for his neck, like right here on his the cotton balls, that bean shape I was talking about. This is cool. It took me a long time to like really understand it. Like I would hear all these artists and like teachers talk about it, and it made sense when they would explain it, but it didn't click until I started like practicing it and putting it to like work, if that makes sense. His arms are just like half circles or cylinders, however you want to see them. Same thing for the other arm, half circle or cylinders. Same thing for the palm, half circle. And then that halo that goes on the bottom, which goes all the way around that shape. And then all I'm doing is everything else is detail on top. The fingers are just wedges, 2 wedges put together, or technically 3. If you look at our fingers, we have 3 wedges. And so yeah, those are our shapes. So we have that cone shape, a half circle or like a halo, heart, circle for the head, cylinders, another triangle, half circles or wedges for the arms, a bean shape, the famous bean shape, and then like another half circle or halo for the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna color this in real quick, all right, and then we'll be back. Cool, now you got yourselves a Grinch. Yeah, this is a fun thing to do. You can practice your shapes, break them down. You can start playing around with different ideas and just build up on that. Yeah, so the only thing I ask you guys is to like, share, and subscribe, all right? Peace.